Being here in China, which is the world's largest market, or being the world's largest producer of seafood, it's very exciting to be in such a market. The popularity and the demand for Atlantic salmon is growing. And I think just from a consumption perspective in China, and also related to the population, there's obviously a big room for further growth. My name is Andreas Torud. I'm a Norwegian. I've been in China for more than 18 years. Currently, I'm the managing director of Nordic Aqua Ningbo company, which is doing land-based Atlantic salmon farming here in Xiangshan, Ningbo. Well, I think seafood and the ocean have been key elements for the Norwegian development when it comes to economic matters, but it's also a part of our cultural heritage. So familiarity with seafood, with salmon, is something that the Norwegians from a young age, where we have 99% superior grade of salmon and only 2% mortality, which is far better than any industry average on it. So as you're saying, what we refer to as the land-based so-called RAS technology, RAS, which is recirculating aquaculture system, basically means that we can be here on land. We use seawater from the nearby sea. We treat it, we disinfect it, and then we grow Atlantic salmon from hatchery all the way to harvesting in tanks, where the water is gradually replaced. But we recycle 99.9% of the water, so it's a very efficient use of water. We also do not need to use any medications or other types of these antibiotics and so on in our farming, and that means also we have a very high food safety and also high quality. All of this Atlantic salmon. In addition to being a Norwegian company, here in China, for the Chinese market, we have a very short delivery time. We can deliver super fresh Atlantic salmon that the market has not really seen before. Within 5 hours, we can reach Shanghai. We are able to serve the rest of the country in 24 hours. And by being here, we can have a totally different communication with the market, understanding the needs, communicating with the end user, which we hope will provide, at the end of the day, Chinese consumers with a new and exciting, safe, well-tasting Atlantic salmon choice. As China is continuously modernizing different industries, but we know that the themes of having a high quality growth, new productive force and so on, we also hope we can be a part of that, by able to realize such a project, which is not just unique in a local setting, but also in a global aquaculture industry setting. So the collaboration we had with local government to build these facilities, further growth plans, and also establish a center of excellence for the next generation of aquaculture, which is we also hope can contribute to China's development of its aquacultural industries.
是哪里的呢？
这是进口的，挪威啊，
挪威。
对啊，那是我的。
So I think it was a combination of something I found interesting, and then also in a very interesting part of the world, and especially a country like China. Been amazing growth story, a development story. I think back then it was perhaps a more focus on the bigger cities, Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, like the key drivers. As you saw, the whole economy grew. You see that there is actually a lot of growth, and there's a lot of consumers emerging from other smaller cities in China. So right now I think the picture is much more varied picture. And I think it also shows how dynamic the Chinese market is, and also the Chinese consumers, how fast they grow. And also what amazes me a bit is how curious the consumer is. But also, they also have a lot of demands when it comes to products, quality, safety. So I think it's just been a very interesting journey, but you see a high level of sophistication, I think, among consumers. They have a lot of demands to the market, and I think it's also interesting to see how the trends shifting in the sense that perhaps back then it was a lot of products were imported. But what I feel now, it's a growing sense of pride and also a growing preference for a lot of locally produced products. So you see in several industries that the locally produced products are becoming the first choice in many cases for Chinese consumers. So my wish for the future is that, first of all, we will make our customers happy. We will make a Chinese consumer have even a new choice. So we hope that more Chinese consumers will see Atlantic salmon will be part of their dinner table, and that we as a company can continue to grow and basically be a part of this new chapter of Chinese development. I'm very excited about that.